Students, once again we are here for the new empires and kingdoms, which is the 10th chapter of our history section, and this is the first part of the video. And in this chapter in new empires and kingdoms, we'll study about the preciosities and other sources which tell us about the rulers. And as I told you, there was most of the rulers had this belief or had this choice that they used to keep some people who were in their court. And these people were some learned people, whether they were poets, whether they were soldiers, they were the commanders, they were the musicians. And if I give you an example, अगर हम बात करें अकबर की, किंग अकबर, he used to have 9 gems in his court, and they were different people from different you can say different sides of the culture, whether they were writers, they were poets, they were musicians, they were the learned people, and sometimes they were paid by the king. कभी कभी उनको king pay भी करा करते थे, and they used to get certain tributes from the king's side. So in this chapter we are going to study about new empires and kingdoms. So preciosities and what they tell us. सबसे पहले हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं preciosities क्या होती हैं and वो हमें क्या बताती हैं. So have you ever seen some inscription on stones of the wall of a temple? कभी क्या आपने किसी temple wall पे कोई stone देखे हैं, inscriptions बने हुए उस पर देखे हैं, showing name and address of donor, और उस पर donors के जिसने वो बनवाए हैं inscriptions या which was showing on the wall of kings and other places. तो आपने देखा होगा, नोटिस किया होगा कि उन पे डोनर्स जिन्होंने ये काम कराया उनके एड्रेस एंड नेम्स भी इंस्क्राइब्ड होते थे. सिमिलरली इंस्क्रिप्शंस वाज मेड ऑफ स्टोन, और उसी तरह से जो इंस्क्रिप्शन स्टोन एंड पिलर्स पे बने होते थे, दे वर इन द प्रेज ऑफ डिफरेंट किंग्स. वो तरह तरह के किंग्स के डिस्क्रिप्शन बताते थे हमें, और कभी और ज़्यादातर वो इन प्रेज ऑफ किंग होते थे, एंड दैट इज़ वाई दे वर नोन एज preciosities. Preciosity इज़ अ संस्कृत वर्ड विच मीन्स इन प्रेज ऑफ, जो कि दैट वाज इन प्रेज ऑफ एनी रूलर. Preciosity is a special kind of inscription and gives information about the king and his reign, and most of the preciosities they gave us information about the rulers, about the king, as well as some other information about the king and his reign. Reign means his time period for which he was ruling as a king. And many preciosities have been found in India. In this chapter you will study about the different preciosities and the information they reveal. इस चैप्टर में हम तरह तरह की preciosities के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, और वो कौन कौन सी किंग्स की कैसी कैसी इन्फॉर्मेशन हमको रिवील करते हैं उसके बारे में हम जानेंगे. सबसे पहले हम पढ़ते हैं समुद्रगुप्ता's preciosity. Samudragupta, ruler of Gupta Empire, he was a ruler between century AD 335 to 380, and he was the successor of Chandragupta first. Successor means उसके Chandragupta first के बाद आए थे ये, and he is considered to be one of the greatest military genius in Indian history, और उनको हम एक बहुत बड़े genius के military genius के तौर से जानते हैं इंडियन हिस्ट्री के, एंड समटाइम्स ऑल्सो कॉल्ड द नेपोलियन ऑफ इंडिया, और कभी कभी उनको नेपोलियन ऑफ इंडिया भी कहा गया. द मेन सोर्स ऑफ समुद्रगुप्ता's हिस्ट्री इज इंस्क्रिप्शन इनग्रेव्ड ऑन वन ऑफ द स्टोन पिलर सेटअप बाय हिम इन इलाहाबाद. और एक बहुत मेन इंस्क्रिप्शन हमको मिलती है जो कि स्टोन पिलर विच इज स्टैब्लिश इन इलाहाबाद, विच इज़ इनग्रेव्ड इन सेटअप बाय हिम इन इलाहाबाद. ये जो प्रशस्ति है, ये जो पिलर है, ये पिलर पे हमको प्रशस्ति मिलती है. इट वाज सेट अप इन इलाहाबाद. इन दिस इंस्क्रिप्शन समुद्रगुप्ता डिटेल्स इज कॉन्क्वेस्ट. इसमें हमको पता चलेगा समुद्रगुप्ता की ज़्यादातर कॉन्क्वेस्ट के बारे में. This inscription is also important because it indicates by naming the different kings and people who populated India in the first half of the 4th century AD. और इस inscription में हमको कुछ important लोगों के बारे में इसलिए भी important है क्योंकि हमें इस inscription के through different kings के बारे में पता चलता है, उन लोगों के बारे में पता चलता है जो 4th century AD में इंडिया में आकर बस गए. The inscription was composed by हरिसेना. यह हरिसेना ने कंपोज की थी, who was an important poet of Samudragupta's court. Lines 90 means here are the lines describing about the different things in this inscription. Line 19 to 20 describes Samudragupta's Deccan campaign और दक्षिणापथ Deccan campaign, जो Deccan की तरफ इन्होंने conquest हासिल की उसके बारे में हमें पता चलेगा. And there were 12 Deccan kings which are mentioned in the Allahabad Preciosity. Allahabad Preciosity में हमको 12 Deccan kings के बारे में information मिलती है. Line 21 to 22 mention the names of 9 kings of आर्यवर्ता, और इसमें हमको आर्यवर्ता के 9 kings के बारे में information मिलती है who were defeated by समुद्रगुप्ता. And line 22 specially describes about the 5 neighboring states. इसके साथ साथ कुछ neighboring ऐसी 5 neighboring states है जो समुद्रगुप्ता ने कैप्चर करी. They were Assam, coastal Bengal, Nepal, number of Ganasanga in the northwest, which were occupied by the Gupta king Samudra. Or 9 plus 12 means 21 states, territories he occupied. And he defeated some Ganasanga kings also in the northwest, which were occupied by the Gupta king Samudragupta. ये भी समुद्रगुप्ता ने ऑक्यूपाई कर ली थी. And these frontier kingdoms were bound to pay, और जितने भी ये defeated kings थे, frontier kings थे, ये they were bound to pay homage और tribute to समुद्रगुप्ता. ये सब bound हो गए थे इसके बाद, हारने के बाद समुद्रगुप्ता से, means they had to pay tributes, gifts, and they had to pay homage. Homage means they had to respect this Samudragupta like anything, means they were forced to, they were bound to do such thing. So hereby I conclude today's video explanation. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you and have a nice day.